This morning we decided that Jim and I were going to get married in our backyard in 6 weeks' time. My backyard is not wedding ready. I'm also 15 weeks pregnant. I also have a toddler. I also work full time. So, bit off a lot, but I think we can do it. And if not, whatever. Well, at least we'll get married and my children won't be illegitimate anymore. So the first step, I believe, is going to be to assess what we need to do and make a list. That being said, I already sent Jim out to go get bags of soil. So I know that we need soil. Let's tour around. Let's see what we need to do. We may as well start with the area that you were just looking at, my Japanese garden, also known as Weed Central, Alberta. Yeah, let's talk about it. So there's been a lot going on with this Japanese maple. This is like the centerpiece of the entire operation. It is alive from here down. So that's not ideal. And I was going to rip it out and I just have been lazy. And then it was alive. So I think I'm going to just chop it where it's dead and then let it grow like a shrub. And then elephant in the room, we need to weed this. We're going to weed it. We're going to put down landscape fabric. I know. Okay, no, sorry. We're going to weed it. We're going to put down and amend the soil. Then we're going to put down landscape fabric. And then we're going to mulch and plant in it. So it looks a little bit nicer. I have bleeding hearts. I have hosta. I have so much stuff in there. Pardon my shadow. But I have a bleeding heart. I have a spirea here. This is a hosta that looks pretty bad. I have another hosta in a pot right here. I have lungwort here. I have thistles, and then I have another bleeding heart. And this is priority number 1 because I'm going to get married here. I think this is the good part other than my veggie garden. This part looks pretty good and it just needs to be weeded and mulched. And I'm going to plant a tree in this corner. I work at a tree farm. I do landscape design there. So I've got some trees on order that are going to be installed in the next couple weeks here. So, tree there. I'm probably going to get a bunch more annuals just to pop in so it looks like amazing. But this area is where the nuptials are going to happen and it looks pretty good as is. I think it looks pretty good. This area is just going to stay grass. We're going to put chairs here. And then I want to string lights there. This will need to clean up, get this out of the way, and then maybe make this like food, refreshments. It's really too bad I can't drink for my wedding, but we'll have a reception after baby's here and we'll party then. So yeah, chairs, vows. Over here, we need to put in a little picket fence there. Oh, it's a good angle for me. Ooh. So yeah, we need to put in a picket fence here. And then I need to completely weed this bed and mulch it. I might need to put landscape fabric down and then I'm just gonna fill it with more annuals and get rid of the hose. And fertilize everything. So this bed will be easy. I could probably do this tonight. This area is a lot. I understand. Looks really bad. But here's the vision. 3 big trees in here, in addition. We're getting gravel this weekend to fill in the fire pit. We're going to add more soil. We're going to landscape fabric over top, do some plantings, maneuver the shrubs around, and then mulch it. It doesn't seem like that big of a deal, but it's quite a large space. And it is riddled with weeds. Weeds, 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 weeds. There is landscape fabric already underneath it. So it's not ideal to have like double landscape fabric. But let me show you what I'm dealing with over the fence, because you might be like, why do you have so many weeds? And I say to you, because I have a sea of wild mustard and stuff just over yonder. All right. That's what lies beyond. So it's nearly impossible for me not to get weed seed. Already living in my soil, because this was that, but 2 years ago, and flying in the wind over top of my fence, through my fence, what have you. So, yeah, that's what needs to happen. And I have 6 weeks, and evenings and weekends only. Also, there's one more thing. I need to weed my veggie bed. I need to take out my broccoli and plant beets, weed this, plant this, weed that. Look at all those weeds. So many weeds. And then turn this into something nice. Last year it was like a secret garden, and this year it's daisies and alyssum. I'm slacking a bit on the secret garden, but as you can see, we've done a lot. We sodded, we planted everything else. So, yeah, that's everything. I have to find a dress and whatever, I don't know, feed everyone. But it should be fun. So follow along if you want. See how we turn it into something and how I get married. Step 1, we weed. Really unfortunate, I lost my tripod. Also really unfortunate, I'm using this really small shovel. I could go get a bigger shovel, but I don't really want to go. And this was already in my backyard, so. Dogs are barking. I should wear gloves. Then I can just grab these without them prickling me. Like this guy. Getting good gloves. Sweating. What's a girl to do? Okay, so that was 3 minutes because I had my camera running. And this is how much I got done in 3 minutes. Like this section. All done. So I feel like this will be an hour. And that's fine. That's okay. And with Jim, it maybe will be even less time. So that's not so bad. Gloves. Really wish I could wear mosquito repellent right now, but for the safety of the child, I will refrain. What's worse, DEET or West Nile virus? That's a genuine question. I don't know what's worse for a fetus. For a baby. My little baby. Delivery? Delicio? Delivery. Much obliged. Bye now.
Adios.
Now to put everything in the green bin and call it a night. Okay, that is it for tonight. I'm gonna go in, have a shower, and then I'll catch you guys probably tomorrow or Saturday when we continue working on the backyard. All right, it is the next night. I will admit I'm not feeling my freshest today. Friday comes around and I'm usually quite whooped. Got a little ginger ale for the nausea. And yeah, we spaced out what the actual fireplace is going to look like size-wise. I put it into AutoCAD at work, and what we had previously was a lot smaller than like the standard size. So I'll show you. So this is for a 16-foot fire pit, which is good for up to 6 people. We could go as small as 12 foot, and that would be good for up to 4 people. So we'll have to decide. And then I was thinking here would be our our Columnar blue spruce. I would move my pink spire next to the blue because I think that combo would be really nice. In this corner we'd have the ponderosa, and then over here we'd put the silver cloud maple. So we would have to re-edge everything, take this sod out that we just put in, just kind of a bummer. And then we were gonna mark where the holes are gonna be for the trees. I know the size of the basket of the tree and how big the hole has to be, so we'll mark it out. And then I'm gonna take out all of the shrubs that we have in there and all the plants so that we can kind of work in there without worrying about stepping on something. So I don't know if we'll get all that done tonight, but that's something that we have to do. Definitely what I'm gonna do tonight is put some of these bags of soil in the Japanese garden bed in here. So I'm just gonna take a bunch of those bags, throw them in there, and call it a day. The mosquitoes are so bad. They're so bad. Also, it's Fertilizer Friday, so I need to fertilize everything because it's Friday. All right, so we've marked out 16-foot diameter, diameter. New bed lines. What do you think, Jim?
Looks good.
Woohoo! My fingers are all orange. Knife. Wow. A lot goes a little way. Usually it's nice and a little goes a long way. A lot goes a short way. So Jim is digging down to level it out before we put gravel in the circle. All right, let me catch you up on the day. It is Saturday night, and today we did a lot of things. Wow, these are dirty. My kid was playing with them. Look at that. One sec, let me clean them. My kid was very whiny, and it's Saturday, so she wasn't at daycare, and I love her very much, but it was very hard to film, and we were just like hanging out as a family as well. So Jim finished putting the gravel in to the fire pit area, put landscape fabric down, wheeled in a bunch of gravel. I raked it out. That is done. I weeded the 2 beds I said I was going to. Now that this bed is done, I need to weed this bed and this one. And then I went out to the store and I bought a bunch of plants to add in everywhere. I transplanted a few things. I put my yarrow into the corner. I took out a daisy, but I was too stunned to speak. I was too tired to talk about that. And now it's 8 o'clock. My baby is asleep. I had a nice ginger ale and a good dinner. Actually, Jim went fishing in June up in northern Saskatchewan, and he brought home a walleye and a pike. And we deep fried that and had a salad, and it was delicious. I have broccoli I need to harvest bad. So that's how we're going to finish this video off. I'll show you around a little bit, and then that'll be it. I'll probably do a little bit more here and there, but that'll be in the next video. Okay? So, yeah, let's harvest some broccoli. Jim's washing his truck, so it's loud. Not ideal. He should be done soon. I think I might let this guy keep going just so that I can harvest the seed for next year. And then the rest of these need to come out. They're not very big. Well, that's pretty good. But see, it's just about to go to seed. So I left these a couple days too long, but whatever. And then I'm gonna put beet seeds in here because beets are good. I can keep them in the ground until, like with the carrots, until a couple of freezes. They do better when they freeze. So I'm okay with smaller beets and sweet beets and all that jazz. So I'm gonna put beets in here. And that's my fall crop. Oh, also I had to pull an onion because it had a little seed head on the top of it. And it's tiny. See, it was going to seed. So I think that the onions, I'm getting bit by a mosquito. I think that the onions on this side are smaller than the onions on this side because they don't get as much sun. That's my hypothesis anyway. Not bad though, a little tiny little onion. Better than no onion. Ugh. The root systems on these were so bad. Because I kept everything inside for too long, started everything too early, and I got fungus gnats. So the fact that these did anything at all really is quite impressive. Oh, this one was better. That's better. My first time ever growing garlic. This is broccoli. First time ever growing broccoli. And like, it wasn't great, but it wasn't that bad. I think I will do this again. Not starting it so early. Mosquitoes. Look at this big chunk. Like, these are the side shoots you get when you let it stay. Like, is that worth it? I don't think so. Oh yeah, I was gonna leave that one to seed. Ta-da! Chickweed everywhere. Beets or more carrots? So I'm okay with smaller carrots. They'll probably stay in the ground until November, so they just won't grow very much from September till then. Things to consider. Oh, I was just putting all that in my basket. That was dumb. All right, there it is. There's the haul. Not too bad. Very humble broccoli harvest, but not too bad. Hey, hold your excitement. I've got about $5 of broccoli I just made.
Oh yeah. Which we spent our investments on.
More broccoli.
Oh yeah.
That one's not the best. That one's good.
Wow. Making money.
Printing
It looks
green.
good though.
Yeah. We can make broccoli soup.
It was good the other day when you had some.
Mhm.
Nice one, buds.
Nice one, buds. The fire pit. My tripod. Broccoli that needs to go in the green bin. My chocolate cosmos that look so amazing and smell delicious. And my tomatoes. They're getting big. Very excited. We have fruit. Please don't have blossom end rot. Okay, we're good. We got fruit coming in hot. Nice. That may be the earliest I've ever had fruit. It's like July 14th or something. Woohoo! Oh, these mosquitoes are so bad. Yeah, see, look, these onions are tiny. No bulbs. These onions are bulbs. They're bulbing. They're bulbous. And these two, they get the most light, are the biggest. So, not enough light, I don't think. Whoops. Whoopsie daisy. I brought my chair over here. Here's the view from my new fire pit. And then imagine a ponderosa pine behind me, towering. I'm excited. Let's play a little game. Guess which one was transplanted today? I'll zoom in on the flowers for you. I don't know if you'll be able to tell. What is going on with this? Rosebud, look. It's got little holes. Little bug holes. It's the only one, but weird. Weird. Anyway, that's the video. That's the whole thing. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.